Now, we all know by now that Nio is currently busy in construction of their new Hefei plant. Now, this plant, you'll know that it is a plant that so many of the new investors are patiently waiting for the completion of that plant, because we know for sure, or those of you who follow the Nio Stock know that that plant has got an annual production rate of 1 million EVs with 100 gigawatts of battery also produced annually. Now, this is something that is incredible, as this is one of the plants that I personally believe that as a retail investor, it will make it possible, or very much possible, for Nio to generate tons and tons of revenue. Now, you all know that this Hefei plant is not the only plant, or not the only factory that is currently, or that will be producing the Nio cars, as we already know that the factory that's currently producing the Nio cars is the Jack Nio factory. Now, you all know that the Jack Nio factory, it currently has a capacity of 120,000 vehicles annually, but we all know that just at the first half of 2022, or somewhere around the first half of 2022, we are expecting the Jack Nio factory to produce 300,000 vehicles with double shifts. Now, these 120,000 vehicles that are currently being produced are only coming out of the first phase of that Jack Nio factory. Now, at the completion of the second phase, we ought to expect, or Nio advised that we ought to expect that factory to produce 300,000 vehicles annually. So, with the Hefei plant, or the new Nio Park plant that is under construction as we speak. Just yesterday, we just read the latest developments about the Nio Park, indicating that the first phase of Nio Park is now sitting at 90% completion. So, Nio also indicated, or we read that this first phase at the Nio Park, it is expected to be completed in the next coming 70 days, which, when putting it into months, we can expect the first phase of Nio Park to be in completion around March of 2022, which is something that is truly amazing and is to motivate you to stay long, because imagine if the first phase of this Nio Park is done, we can expect very soon to see good deliveries, or some good deliveries coming out of that first phase, which is completed, or which the construction will be completed in the next coming 70 days. So this is good news to investors, because this just means that from March going forward, we can start expecting Nio to start probably with the equipment installation on that factory, which is something that is incredible, because then this just simply means that we might also see Nio starting with the production at the first phase of Nio Park very soon. Now, this is good news to investors, because this just means that this plant, or Nio, it's really prioritizing this plant. I mean, just to give you a sneak peek of what the first phase look like, as seen on the screen, you'll notice that this is quite a massive work, and it's massive. This just shows how Nio is prioritizing this Nio Park, because you remember that this construction, or the construction of Nio Park, started last year in 2021 around April. So it's been like 8 months, or the work that you see on the picture is seen on the screen, it's done, or was done by just 8 months. This just shows you the manpower that is busy constructing that Nio Park, and that is why I'm saying that I won't be surprised to see Nio starting with even the production. I know they've said that they are planning to start the production from that Nio Park in the Q3 of 2022. You might find them I won't be surprised seeing them also starting the production there around end of Q2 of 2022, because you see the kind of effort, the kind of manpower they are putting in that Nio Park. You see that they really want to get this thing starting with production. So what is it that we can expect from this Nio Park first phase after completion? That is around March of 2022. We can expect Nio to start with the installation of the equipment that will be doing the actual production of the Nio vehicles, which is something that is truly amazing. And I believe that with that out of the way, we can start seeing this first phase starting with the production. I'm thinking that probably this first phase, I don't know, maybe it can produce, or maybe it will produce around 500,000 vehicles, which I believe that since we'll be already in the second half of this year, I'm believing, or I'm crossing my fingers to say that we will at least get more than 250,000 cars coming out of Nio Park. But because Nio is Nio, I'm thinking that we will get to 300,000, which is what also Deutsche Bank expects Nio to start producing, or expects Nio to produce from the Nio Park by the end of this year. So I believe that from this phase one, or the first phase, that Nio will be completing the construction in March, we can expect also over 250,000 vehicles this year to come out of that Nio Park first phase. So this is good news to investors. This is one of those kind of news that must indicate to you that that 100% delivery rate that the CEO indicated that they plan to maintain even this year, meaning that they will deliver 182 or over 182,000 vehicles for this year. It is very possible looking at this kind of development. I mean, Nio is one of the companies that really stands by their word. If they are saying that they will deliver so and so by this time, we've seen them doing so. I mean, we saw them from the battery swap stations that they had planned to deploy in 2021. We saw them in the kind of deliveries that they had planned to deliver every quarter. I mean, this just simply means that Nio is able to stand by their word. When they say that they are planning to deliver over 182,000 vehicles for this year, it's something that will happen or take place. And with the phase of Nio Park expected to be completed around March, and also starting with the production around Q3 of 2022, as Nio said, which I believe that we can also expect to see the production starting earlier than Q3. I'm hoping that with this kind of progress, we might expect to start seeing the production at the first phase of Nio Park around the end of Q2 of 2022, which is something that is truly amazing and is the one that should make you to stay long onto this Nio stock. I'm still very bullish on the Nio stock. This is one of the stocks that is seriously dominating my stock market portfolio, because I believe that this company is set for greatness. I believe that this is one of those companies that so many of the retail investors are going to regret not participating in buying this company at these low trading prices. I mean, right now, by the end of March, we are to expect them to start selling the ET7, which is one of the cars which is expected to do very well this year. In September, we are expecting, or we are to expect them to start delivering their ET5 model, which is the model with the highest pre-orders in all of the Nio cars, which is something that is incredible. And in Q4, we are to also expect Nio to start with the deliveries of their sedan, or their a new sedan called the ES7, which there are rumors saying that they might reveal that mid 2022, which is something that is incredible. Otherwise, don't forget that this video was just for entertainment purposes, and if you seek professional financial advice, you already know what to do, and that is you need to go to the professionals. So don't take this video or the things I was saying on this video as professional financial advice. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos on this channel, and if you think that this video was amazing, don't forget to hit that likes button, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel already. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in the stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.